For this lab, I'm going to be using this lighter. Now I already removed the sparker and flint from this because they just get in the way. I'm interested in figuring out what is the gas that is in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect the gas from here by the downward displacement of water. Here's my graduated cylinder. I'll take the stand off. This is my overflow tray. The way it's designed is that it's filled with water. There's a little spout at the end. So I have it over the sink so that when the volume changes, it doesn't overflow the container. That's why it's called an overflow tray. Just a safety thing so we don't have a wet floor. So the idea is I'll fill my graduated cylinder with water, invert it inside here, hold my lighter underneath the graduated cylinder, release the button so that the gas escapes and gets collected in my graduated cylinder. And then I'll be able to read how many milliliters of gas I collect. Now I need to have some measurements of mass, so I'm going to measure the mass of the lighter before I collect the gas and after. You'll notice I have some paper towels as well. This is because I need to dry this off before I put it on my balance over here. The first step is to get this wet because I need to establish what is the standard for dryness. So I dry it off as best as I can, then I weigh it, and that's my first weighing. The idea is that when I get it wet again, I'll dry it off the same way so that I keep that level of wetness consistent when I take my mass measurements. So you can just watch and take observations. As you can see, this tube is completely filled with water. So any air bubbles that appear in there are going to be due to the lighter. Keep in mind the numbers are upside down. Now this gas that's collected in here, I don't want to breathe that in, so I have to safely dispose of this gas. And we use something called a fume hood. And that's this over here. So you can see I have some stuff in it already, but in the fume hood it's ventilated. There's a vent that sucks all the air out, and so that's how I will dispose of the gas.